Bitcoin is once again trying to trap traders, and that's exactly what I want to discuss within this new update video. We will also discuss a lot of other important Bitcoin charts which are telling us something about that next big Bitcoin move. We will take a deep dive in towards the most important news and also in towards Ethereum and altcoins. So from there, guys, make sure to subscribe on the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube video. And from there, we can dive in towards the most important content, because I'm currently seeing a super important signal playing out on the Bitcoin chart, and that is exactly this. We have basically seen the golden cross, the golden crossover, which is, by the way, a super bullish indicator where the moving average 50 is crossing the moving average 200 from the downside to the upside. I tend to see a little bit of a rejection after a golden cross, because normally once a golden cross is created, the market is a little bit overheated. So yeah, sometimes we can see a little bit of rejection to the downside, and from there we can see a new move to the top side. So I do think this is ultimately a Bitcoin trap, and this is basically a big opportunity to be accumulating more before that massive move higher, to be taking a look in towards long positions, because I do think history is exactly repeating here. We've seen a golden cross 4 times in this bull market, basically this massive uptrend, and on 3 of the previous 4 times once this golden cross was created, we saw a bear trap before we saw a new massive move higher. So that's exactly why I do think history could be exactly repeating here. The 3rd time we created a golden cross, we saw the dump actually slightly before the golden cross, before a new massive move to the top sides. And yeah, we do know that we are trading in the weekend, so Bitcoin has created another CME gap. The CME gap is lying around 107,000 US dollars, and that's also exactly this important support level. So I do think Bitcoin could be moving down a little bit more actually during the weekend, and from there we can move even higher, basically fill the CME gap, also bounce on the most important support. And yeah, I do still think that the next move higher is going to be imminent for Bitcoin there, because yeah, it's still looking quite good. The technicals are still looking quite good in my opinion. We do know that the MACD basically crossed bullish, and this is one of the most important signals for Bitcoin. Once we have seen those bullish crossovers on the MACD, we always saw big increases in momentum, so I don't think this time will be any different. I do still think that Bitcoin will be moving much higher, and we will be initiating that last move to the top side, which we have been talking about in all my previous YouTube videos. So it's still looking quite good. I don't think this small rejection Bitcoin is currently seeing is something to be worrying about too much. I just think it's a very small trap basically, because we also see that the institutional accumulation of Bitcoin keeps increasing. We see that BlackRock basically is buying massive amounts of Bitcoin lately. Yesterday they bought over 400 million worth of Bitcoin once again, and also they've bought 52 million worth of Ethereum, which is also super bullish for Ethereum, of course. And yeah, guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin altcoins yourself, make sure you do it on Bluefin. I have links platform below under my latest YouTube videos. Just make sure to check it out, because currently you can also claim some absolutely insane deposit bonuses. So make sure to check that out if you are getting interested in trading Bitcoin altcoins yourself. And from there, we can dive in towards the most important Ethereum price action. Because yeah, Ethereum isn't moving that much, I must be honest. It's a little bit boring basically. But yeah, we do know that Ethereum is still trading within this massive resistance zone, where we have seen massive support or resistance in the past. So I do actually still think that this consolidation could be going down for a little bit longer before we see a new move to the top side. But ultimately, my Ethereum price target is still 4,000 US dollars, and I do ultimately think that we are going to hit that within this bull market. And if we could be breaking through those levels, yeah, then it could get very, very interesting for Ethereum. But yeah, let's see about that. Ethereum is also bouncing off the 2019 and 2020 lows on that Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, which is also a super bullish indicator, which is also looking super bullish still. And I do think this move is going to continue much higher in the near future. And also altcoins are currently flashing a bullish crossover. Basically, the total 3 market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum is flashing a bullish crossover, and the last time we saw a bullish crossover like that, a 100% pump to the top side. So that is also looking quite good. And for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video, and I will see you guys within the next update video tomorrow.